13 years old. It was 9 o'clock at night and finished eating dinner. Shitty Happy Meal from McDonald's. My father barges through the front door stinking of alcohol. He's a strict jackass. He has certain rules we have to follow, like praying before dinner, etc. He starts to shout at my mother. I go upstairs and try to avoid the ordeal. I turn on the TV and put in Hermie and Friends on DVD. It's a shitty low-quality Christian animation my parents got me from Walmart. This episode is called Busby, the Misbehaving Bee. He dresses up like Elvis and calls himself the King of the Bees. He hates rules. The other bugs try to give him the Golden Garden rules to follow. He doesn't listen to anyone, not even God. This is amazing to me. Whenever I don't follow the rules, I get spanked. Every time the king appears, I start to pitch a tent in my pants. I'm curious, so I touch it. It was my introduction to bestiality. I increasingly get more furious. I almost come, but my father walks in, buzzed as usual, and starts to beat my ass. Minutes pass and he eventually gives up and goes to bed. I lay in the middle of my room whimpering. I cry out for the king. Suddenly he crashes through the window. I'm the king of the bees. I drop to the floor and kneel before his hiveness. We're breaking the rules. Breaking the rules is cool. He runs downstairs and wrecks the living room. I hope my parents don't hear. Busby, that's breaking the rules. Rules aren't cool. I'm cool. I'm king of the bees, baby. It is at this moment I fully realize that I do not need rules. There's a painting of Jesus on the wall. I rip it apart. Suddenly my drunken father notices and runs to the living room. Anon, stop! I don't need to listen to you. Golden Garden rule number 3. Do listen to your parents. Busby says, I can't hear you, there's too much noise. Buzz, 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 I'm a busy bee. He continues to destroy the room until he finds my father's Bible. He tosses it to me. I open it and piss directly in it. My father snaps and starts to choke me. Busby shouts, meet my stinger, father. He jumps directly at my father and stings him to death. My mother sees and screams, Anon, you killed your dad. Busby sees her. I'm a bee. You're a woman. I got a stinger. Let's get down to Beesiness. He then shreds all of her clothing off and sticks his stinger inside her birth canal repeatedly until she dies from the too much exposure to his sweet honey. He turns to me with a huge grin on his face. He stings me in the back and severs my spinal cord. The king lights a cigarette on the stove and puts it out on the far side of the room. He makes sure that there is no ventilation in the room. He closes the door and flies away to a safe distance. Busby has left the area. Bye. B-Y-E, bye. My house explodes, killing everyone left inside. I don't need them. I'm king of the bees. Busby then flies away in the moonlight singing his song, and is never seen again.